Your video ended with 5 different things that you wanted people to do. Subscribe, follow me here, visit the website, download the guide, and book a call. And here's what happened. They did none of them. Not because they didn't like the video, not because they weren't interested, but because you handed them 5 doors. And a person facing 5 doors usually walks away. Come with me. There's a well known idea in psychology called the paradox of choice. The more options you give someone, the less likely they are to choose any of them. Picture a grocery store that sells out 2 dozen jams to taste. Crowds stop to sample, but almost nobody buys. There are simply too many to decide between. Then the store puts out just 6. Fewer people stop, but far more actually buy. Same product. The only thing that changed was the number of choices. Fewer options, more action. Your call to action works exactly the same way. Every extra thing you ask for doesn't add to the odd that someone adds, it splits them. 5 asks don't give you 5 chances, they give you one confused viewer who decides to do nothing. I get why it happens. You work hard on that video. Recording it felt like a rare event, so when you finally reach the end, every possible next step feels too important to leave out. Subscribing matters, the newsletter matters, the call matters, so you list them all. But to the person watching, that pile of requests doesn't read as generous. It reads as noise. A confused mind always says no, or more often says, I'll deal with this later, and later never comes. 5 asks quietly become 0 action. It's the same reason a waiter who lists 14 specials leave you ordering the thing that you always order. Too much to weigh. So your brain defaults to the easiest choice, which for a video is closing the tab. The viewer who would have happily booked a call never does because you buried that one good option in a crowd of others. So here's the rule that fixes it. Every video gets 1 ask. Just one. Before you record, decide the single most valuable action that a viewer could take for this specific video, at this specific moment in their journey, and ask for only that. Everything else is clutter, and clutter costs you conversions. Match the ask to where the prospect actually is. If they just discovered you and barely know your name, book a call is too big a leap. Ask them to follow for more. If they've been watching your testimonials and feeling the problem, then yes, book a call. It's exactly right. One video, one job, one door. And don't worry that you're losing the other steps forever. You're not. The follow that you earn today is what lets you make the bigger ask next week. Each video carries its own single job, and across the series of them, you walk the prospect from nice to meet you all the way to, oh, let's talk. One clean step at a time instead of demanding the whole journey in one breath. And those client testimonials do a lot of the heavy lifting here. When you interview a happy client on camera, in person or remotely, and they describe the result that you deliver, that video's one job is obvious. Get the prospect to picture themselves in that story. Then take the single next step that you point them to. So once you've chosen your single ask, give it room to breathe. Say it clearly. Say it once with confidence, not buried in a rushed goodbye, but as the moment that the whole video was building toward. Then make it effortless. Tell them exactly what to do and exactly what happens next. Send me a message with the word video and I'll show you how. Tap the link in the comments to book a 15-minute call. No maze, no menu. One clear instruction. And the friction is stripped out of it. Because here's the truth that separates video that get views from video that fill your calendar. Views are nice, but a single, clear, well-placed ask is what turns a stranger into a conversation. Stop offering 5 doors. Open one and point right at it. So, that's it for today. And before you go, don't forget to subscribe to be on top of everything related to video for business. See you in the next video line.